Welcome to ScotsGay Live. We're here in the Assembly Gardens to interview some of the best LGBT acts and allies that we have here at Edinburgh Fringe 2019. We're delighted to be supported by Box Menswear alongside a partnership with Assembly and Zyne. So, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everyone in between, please put your hands together for Sam Morrison! Nice to see you.
Look at this. Thank you for having me.
Pick up your microphone so we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now. Oh, it's not like you've had something like that near your face before.
No, this is extraordinarily unusual for me.
Great. Now, Sam, this is your first time at the Fringe.
It is.
Tell us about your show.
My show is called Hello Daddy. It's about having sex with other people's dads. Thank you so much. Any questions? Or
I do that bit.
Sure. Oh, yes.
No, tell me more about having sex with other people's dads, because I have no experience.
It's an extra phallic microphone. It is. Most of them are kind of chill down here, but this one you have to. He told me to put it very directional, so like right up to my mouth. I think the tech guy was flirting with me.
Would you be surprised?
No. I'm very.
How many people have been flirting with you this Fringe?
2, and both of them are you.
Don't believe it!
I'm having too much fun. This is reckless.
So tell us more about your show.
Yes, so
Sex with Daddies.
I grew up in this homophobic town in Florida where there were lots of closeted dads, and I had sex with them. And then I went to university in Ithaca, New York, which is a gayless town. There are many lesbians there, but there weren't men that I wanted to have sex with, and they wanted to have sex with me. And so I was closeted and I didn't have sex with people. And then I moved to New York and had this sort of sexual awakening and went to Bear Week, where there are many people who I want to have sex with and want to have sex with me. And I got peed on. And
why not?
I mean, that sort of sums up the show.
Great.
Why not? It was actually very traumatizing.
And you talk about water sports in your show, I've heard.
I do. That's not the show, but I do. There's a funny little bit about it.
And what's it like being in Edinburgh this Fringe?
It's insane. It's my first Edinburgh. Did I do it right? Edinburgh.
You did, well done.
I've been corrected on it so many times because I'm American and I say Edinburgh. And people get mad at me and they go, no, it's bruh. Which sounds very masculine to me. It almost sounds like a hate crime. They're like, bruh. And I'm like, oh, it's Edinburgh. Like, I gotta really push into it, you know.
We like to, express our masculinity here in Edinburgh.
Yeah, you do. Not you, but...
It depends when. So, you grew up in a homophobic town. Tell us more about that and how that shaped your life.
I think the most influential thing was just that there weren't other gay people in my town. The only gay people that I knew were when Modern Family came out, Mitch and Cam. And before that, I used to watch The Birdcage, the movie with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane.
No.
And those, I didn't know any like actual real gay people. And I think that's the weird. It's just like coming out just didn't even seem like an option for me because I didn't have any real role models. And it was less active homophobia, like you're thinking, like I would walk down the street and people would call me a faggot because I wasn't even out. It was just more that it wasn't talked about. And so it was an invisible thing. It wasn't an option. It wasn't, and the only people I had were from mainstream, not even mainstream movies until I got to high school and some things started to come out. And then I went to college and it was a more liberal place.
And who would you say are your biggest role models after you went to college, maybe?
As comedians or as a gay person?
Well, as a gay person or as a comedian.
I don't really like any other gay people. Nancy Clench, have you ever heard of her?
She's fabulous here.
Let's see. Who did I used to... I want to answer this honestly. I have always been a big fan of Nathan Lane as an artist and an actor and a comedian. Pete Buttigieg? That's a joke. I don't know. I never really found. I didn't like. Once I came out, I have artists who I look up to and who inspire me that are not I wouldn't consider them being role models for them being gay, but are more for them being artists that I look up to. So yeah, there are tons of gay artists that I enjoy.
And you talked about your sexual awakening in New York. What do you have an interesting coming out story? Because some people have interesting ones, and some people have really boring ones, like me.
I do have an interesting coming out story.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
And I have several, actually.
Oh.
And it's because I think most people like come out multiple times in a row, you know, and it's like you have to constantly come out in different places. So the thing is I dated a professor when I was in college, and I was closeted and nobody knew about that. And so sort of, I won't give away the show, but sort of slowly having to navigate that around my college friends, and at times reveal or pretend that he was my dad to different people. I actually came out to my sister in Uganda.
That's an interesting place to decide to come out.
Thank you. It is very interesting. Yeah, and I came out to lots of different people in different ways at different points in my life. Some of them quite interesting. Some of them are in the show.
And
I keep cheating out to the camera.
And quite right. I think we're
that's
just
the right
going to
thing to
edit
do,
all
right?
of those bits together, and there's just going to be a showreel of you winking at the camera that I'm going to keep for my own personal use.
It's going to be 3 minutes of me just going.
Is there a message that you could give to younger gay people that maybe grew up or are growing up where you're from?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so important, and I know it sounds cliche, and there was that campaign that says it gets better, but like, you just don't realize the bubble that you're in until you're out of it. And there are cities, and if you're in a suburban or rural place and there aren't gay people around, then know that one day you will leave that stupid little town and you will go to a place with so many gay people who love you. And I think most people are starting to understand that now.
Yeah, I think so. What's the next step for your show?
I don't know. I'm looking for producers. I mean, I know that there's a couple places back in the States who are interested in producing. I'd love to start performing internationally. I don't have representation internationally, but I do have representation in the States, and I've done tours there. So I would love to start doing that. I'm writing for a TV show on Bravo right now, and so that when I get back to the States, I'll keep doing that. That goes on for a couple more months. So that's a pretty intense gig, and I can't tour while I'm doing that, except on the weekends. So I don't know. I mean, I'm doing it, and whatever comes my way, I'm appreciative and passionate and gay.
And will you come back to Edinburgh?
I think so. Yes, I was just talking to her. I think yesterday I had this moment where I was like, I had fun so far, and I think it's been good for me just to get out of New York comedy scene, which can be a little suffocating sometimes. And I do want to come back, if nothing else than to just see the people that I've become friends with in such a short period of time.
Great. And are those friends or sexual partners?
They're actually enemies. I said it wrong. I'm going to come back to murder them.
Quite right. And in one sentence, sell your show for our viewers.
It's about having sex with other people's dads.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sam Morrison!
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Mwah.